Good afternoon, students. So the English Literature morning shift is over, and we see that this time paper 1 for English Literature June 2023 morning shift was way tougher than any exam compared to the previous year exams. Okay, so 10 to 15 questions directly came from assertion and reason. The question level was very difficult and confusing. Among these 10 to 15 assertion and reason questions, we found many questions from data interpretation, mathematical reasoning. On the other hand, we were expecting 5 questions from all the 10 units, but this time there were no questions or 1 or 2 questions from ICT, okay, information communication and technology. So not all the 5 questions came from this particular unit, and like there were many questions from mathematical reasoning part, profit loss, compound interest, speed and distance, and they were very hard to solve. Okay, so the sequence was there: 1.5, 4, 7.5, 12, dash dash dash. If you are able to solve that particular missing number question, let me know your answer. What did you write in the examination in the comment section below? Data interpretation was moderate. Okay, the answer was there in the statement alone. You have to read the question carefully before approaching the data interpretation question. But on the other hand, you have mathematical questions which were difficult. Okay, talking about reading comprehension, paper 1 and paper 2 reading comprehension was as expected from a literature student. They were of moderate level, but as a literature student, you must be able to solve all those questions. So all in all, paper 1 was quite difficult if we compare it to last 3 years or 4 years or 5-year question paper. There were no direct questions came from paper 1. It was not a static. So like the questions maybe from general knowledge, what is happening in 2023, that were the questions that came in paper 1 in all the units. Even the students who have already qualified UGC-NET in the previous attempt or 1 or 2 years back, they have also appeared for this examination in case they want to seek JRF. So they were sitting in this exam. They also found paper 1 very difficult this time. The next one is paper 2 English Literature, which was of moderate level. As expected, the questions were from British literature. Many questions came from British literature, British poetry, British drama, British works, British novels. But surprisingly, no question came from Shakespeare. But yes, the questions were from Romantic age, Victorian period, modern period. They asked the literary movement from modern period, you can say so, or postmodern period. Who was all are the literary movements, like movement poets. Okay, the question was from there. In fact, the birth date was asked in the chronology, like who came first, whether it is Virginia Woolf or Matthew Arnold. So the year of their birth date was there in the question paper. Questions from the characters of Jane Austen was there, and then there was a question that Samuel Johnson has written the biography of which of the following persons, or so the answer to that question was Richard Savage. Okay, so questions from literary theory were there, but not as much as we expected, or if we compare it to British literature, there were not so many questions from literary theory. But of course, after British literature, literary theory is the important subject, and we found questions from there. For instance, we found Jean Baudrillard's question, because just 2 or 3 days ago we discussed Jean Baudrillard's concept here on YouTube, and then years of publication were there. That when did 7 types of ambiguity was published? Questions from Chomsky was there. Practical criticism was there. In fact, a passage was there from such type of questions. And then a literary movement, again I have discussed movement poets were there, and then directly 10 to 15 questions came from which writer has written which work, or which writer has not written which of the following works. Okay, 10 to 15 questions directly came. For instance, Edward Said, which of the work is not written by Edward Said. So that sort of question came in the exam. So if you found paper 1 tough and paper 2 moderate to hard or moderate to tough, then please do not worry, because everyone is going through the same confusion. Stay calm and relax, and let's wait for the students to drop their comments in the comment section below. We can discuss a lot of things in the comment section below. So let me know, how did you find the question paper? I will try to reply all your comments in the comment section below. That's it for this. I will see you soon with the review of English Literature June 2023 evening shift in the next video. That's it for this. Thank you so much.